A pleasure to speak to you all. Very excited to chat. Um, this is just it's just so cool. I love every new series that comes out with this. I want to go between one of you three as well. Each of you actually. Just give me one something that you haven't worked on like this. That what is one animation you would point to as like this is something that will start you on this journey towards animation, or something that I watch or you should watch? If there's one title out there, start with Jennifer.
One title of other shows.
And other movie or animated title that you just think this is animation to me, and something that's not your own.
Oh gosh, I mean, you have to go way back. I'd say Akira because it's just so gorgeous. It animated things in a way that just seemed incredibly sadistically hard, but it's beautiful. It's filmmaking that just happened to be animated.
Mm. Iconic. Some of those scenes are just iconic the way they're put together. Yeah.
Robert, how about you?
Yeah, I like Akira too, but I'm Gorillaz boy at heart. The old stuff. You know, I like that stuff because sometimes less is more if you do it right.
Tim?
I would have said Akira if Jennifer hadn't beat me to it. So then I'm going to switch to Ninja Scroll.
Oh,
Favorites.
very cool, very cool. Oh, well, I absolutely love everything that's going on here. I guess Jennifer, if I can ask first, Spider Rose. What was the genesis of this idea, and what you want people to feel? Because it's such an encapsulated moment, when it comes to these shorts.
Yeah, Bruce Sterling's world is so massive. It's just that this story is just a tiny sliver of this massive world and this huge civilization that he's created. But for this story, it's all about a woman dealing with her grief and about what happens as that wall gets knocked down. It's that story of the relationship between her and this thing and what price she's going to pay for that sense of healing. Um, what I loved about this short is not only just the emotion of it, but we got to see her relationship with this really disturbingly cute, but also hideous little thing that she bonds with. The animating and working through all the scenes with Nosy is just really fun, and all the animators just loved working on something so like disturbingly cute.
And I don't know which one who I have more information, maybe Tim on this one, but going to Red Hot Chili Peppers and making essentially an amazing music video with Dave, like where did this conversation start? Was there other songs? I mean, there's so many great Red Hot Chili Pepper songs too. I mean, what was the idea that this boiled down to, and like this is the one, this is the time, this is the art style? I mean,
I would say it was less of boiling down and more of like a flash in the pan, like gunpowder, because all I said was, dude, you have to do one for the season, and I'd like you to do a music video. And he said, okay, I'm going to do the Red Hot Chili Peppers as puppets. And I said, great, sounds good. And off we went. So there wasn't a whole lot of, he had it. It was there in his head waiting to spring forth, almost fully formed. And all I had to do was say, hey, can you do a short for us? And there it was.
and then do you carry that load to the Chili Peppers and talk to them and deal all the other stuff? I mean, is he just the genesis of the idea and be like, this is what I like, and you're like, let me go get that for you, Instacart it, be right back.
No, that's David, because when Tim Miller calls, it's easy not to answer the phone, but when David Fincher calls, people pick up. And he knew those guys. He was friends with Flea, and it was gestating for a while there, so it was just ready. It was ready to be born almost immediately. And he makes that call and gets everybody there. But it's great that everybody is so excited about it. It's you just know you're in there. A filmmaker like David is not going to fuck it up. It's not going to be a bad idea, badly done. It's going to work and it's going to look amazing.
Did they record that performance specifically for this music, for this Love, Death, and Robots episode?
No, I know this only because I've heard him say it, but they went through hundreds of performances because they record all their live performances. And he said they went through hundreds of them, and they picked the Slane Castle one because it just felt there was a great feeling of camaraderie in it, that, you know, they're handing it off to each other and everybody's sort of included in it. And then they came in and motion captured it. We put them in mocap suits, and it's really pretty amazing because you just start the song and they do their thing like puppets.
Yeah. I was wondering how Flea was animated, so it looks like Flea, but that's him doing his own motion capture.
That's him doing his own motion capture. And then we had these unique Flea moments, like he didn't do the hanging upside down and playing the guitar, but he does do it on stage.
The Flea shuffle.
Exactly.
Last thing I have to ask is, you know, with so much open ground to kind of create here, you know, I absolutely loved every one of your different ideas too, but Close Encounters of a Mini Kind really tickled me. Like there's just something about that kind of world too. Where do you find the when you watch someone else's creation, like how do you, it's almost like someone else made a dish and brought it to your party too, and you're like, that's good. I want to make something like that next time or try this. So how do you guys find that balance of like comedy to drama to sci-fi to art styles too? I mean, where do you guys start with, and how do you end with what you feel is the end result you want? I'll start with Robert there.
No, start with somebody else because I blanked out there for a second.
No worries.
No,
Go ahead, Jen.
it's just a process of picking. Like if you have two tent poles that are like realistic or a particular style, you got to make sure that there's variety. I mean, there has to be so much different tones and different looks and everything, different directors, different studios. It's all about trying to make sure that each one's totally different. So as you watch them, you feel like, okay, that's a totally different thing from the last episode, and it's fresh because of that. It's special because it's different from the one before. So that's kind of the process of it.
And I also think that I speak for Jennifer and myself in that it's not, I'm not sitting there thinking, oh, I wish I had done that short most of the time, because I feel a sense of ownership in all of them, because, and I'm sure Jennifer does too, because we pick the people that are doing it. We help them along the way. We give them feedback. We participate. Jennifer often storyboards sections to help people out. You know, we'll come in and VO sessions and help out. We'll do sort of whatever is necessary to make it great. And I feel like we have some. I feel proprietary about all of them. Not in a way of like, I feel like I saved the spot or I want to take credit, but just that I feel responsible for helping to get it out there, and I'm proud of it.